Good morning, good morning. We are back for day 2. If you are new here, my name is Chelsea. I am a 3rd grade teacher in Pennsylvania, and today is day 2 of classroom setup. It is currently 9:30. Just got to school, checked in with my secretary, and I have so many things that I need to do today. I should preface that last night I spent some time editing day 1's vlog, and 2 takeaways from that. 1, I was yappy. I'm gonna try to dial that back today. And 2, I said so many times. I cropped out, there I go, doing it again. I cropped out so many likes in there, and there are still so many, and it was driving me crazy. So of course it's probably driving you crazy. So I'm gonna be very conscious of that and not use that word. Now anyways, as I said, lots of things to do today. Typically I make a list on the whiteboard of things to do and cross them out as I go, but I think I'm going to switch over to Google Keep. And by I say I think, I mean I am, or I have. So let me show you really quick. So here's my Google Keep. I've got different lists here. If you have never used it before, it is one of our Google apps in here, but it is fantastic because it's basically a virtual to-do list. So typically, this is the one I use during the school year, but right now I've got a classroom setup one going. So I have all of these things that I need to do today. Well, maybe not all of them today. Maybe there will be more that are added on there to do today. I have no idea, but this is how I'm gonna keep track today. Again, if you are new to Google Keep, it is great because you can check things off and it'll kick it to the bottom of the list because it's done, or you can just hit the X and it'll be completely deleted. Let me undo that because I didn't do that yet. You can also reorganize things if you want them different priorities and everything. This little header I just made on Canva so it can be cutesy. But yeah, that's what we've got going here in Google Keep. And so because I don't want to be super yappy today, I think I'm just going to dive in and start doing stuff, especially because I'm not even sure what I want to start with. But I do have my stuff that I bought yesterday, just birthday supplies and bracelet making supplies, stuff that I referred to back on day 1. But I'm gonna get that where it needs to be, and then I'm gonna pick one of these tasks to start working on. Who knows what? I had to momentarily pause that time lapse because my team text thread was blowing up. Apparently there was a bat in my school and she was sending pictures and videos of the principal and one of the kindergarten teachers getting it out, with a trash can and a towel, the whole thing. How fun, how fun. Currently I'm working on my Avery labels for all my students' supplies. I hate doing this. It's so tedious, and the Avery website design thing is very clunky, but we're getting it done. I'm gonna keep moving and grooving on this so I can get those printed and start sticking them on supplies. All right, just checking in on my progress here. I was able to get all of those labels made, and then I printed them out along with printing out my name tags and my take-home folder covers and my birthday notes. I also got the name tags laminated. I just need to cut them out and attach them to the desks then. I also went into my cabinet to get out more pencil sticks and food sticks. Let me grab those. That's how I partner up my students. So last year I had 21 kids, so I had 20 sticks in here, and then whoever the teacher helper of the day was, they got to choose who they wanted to work with. But now that I have 22 this year, I got out a new pair, so we have 22 sticks in there. 22 pencil sticks. I'm going to label those with yellow masking tape. I used to write directly on them with Sharpie and had to throw them out at the end of the year. But then I was like, reduce, reuse, recycle. I write it on the yellow tape, stick it on there, peel the tape off at the end of the year. It's been great. So I'm gonna do that. I also pulled out these guys, which go in the back of their iPad cases. So quick glance, I know which iPad is which students. Also have the same kind of thing for inside their cubbies. So I'll tape those up eventually. The only thing is I can't find the number 22 iPad number. I have the 22 cubby numbers, no idea where the iPad number is. I've looked everywhere. I might need to make a new one, we'll see. But I'm gonna label these pencil sticks and then see what else I can get into. All right, doing another little check-in here. It is almost 12:30. I'm gonna head out soon and go get some lunch somewhere. I'm also going to stop by Target to see if I can find more of these pocket label pocket things. I am going to use those for my name tags this year. I did not use them last year, but I think I used them 2 years ago. Name tags are a struggle. Kids be picking and peeling at them all the dang time, but I think using those was one of my best or most preferred ways to attach them. I will say I learned that after you like slip them in and stick into the desk, I need to tape off the opening too, or otherwise kids will like slide stuff in there and mess them up. So I have 14 of them. I'm really hoping they have them because I feel like August in Pennsylvania, like all the teachers are out grabbing all the things. I think we're just gonna head out, get some lunch, come back, do some more work after. All right, we are back. Huge shout out to the girl at Target. I was searching everywhere. I did not have high hopes when I walked in because all the Bullseye playground area was Halloween, fall. I'm like, this does not look good. So I did a scan around there, didn't see it. So I went to the back corner where they have all the back to school stuff, walking up and down the aisles, couldn't find it. Then I checked the app and it was like, there's 4 left. It's limited stock. And I was like, okay. So they say they have them. So I go back up to Bullseye Playground and I'm like looking in the back, see if they were like shoved away somewhere. No. So I go to customer service and I'm like, I have a question. And I showed her like on the app, like how it said they have limited stock. And she pulls this other guy aside. She's like, hey, did we get rid of that cart from Bullseye Playground yet? And I was like, and he said no. So they went back and they dug around and they found a bunch of them actually. I got 3 packs. I only needed 1, but I figure now I have them for next year too. So very pleased to have gotten those. I was starting to get a little discouraged there. But it's all right, we're good. We got them. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the name tags to my kids' desks. I'm also going to add these little pencil holder things. I got these off Amazon. I have 2 different styles of desks. I've talked about this in years past, but some of them don't have that lip inside the desk to hold the pencils and keep them from rolling out. It's literally just like flat metal to the edge. And they all have like the little groove at the top of the desks, but as desks shift and move throughout the day, pencils are constantly falling on the floor. Kids never have a pencil. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. So this year, we are going to create this system where I'm gonna stick this on their desks every day. There must be a sharp pencil ready to go in there. That's gonna be the rule. So we don't have to deal with the pencil nonsense. So I'm gonna put the name tags on, I'm gonna put these pencil holders on, and then I'm also just gonna go ahead and put out my first day stuff. I have my Starburst candies with these little Starburst notes that I always put out. So we're just gonna get their whole desktop set up. Obviously, I'll still need to get I think it's a coloring page or something, morning work that they do on the first day of school, but the basics will be out. Let's do it. Holy moly, it is 3:40. It is 76 degrees in my room and I am ready to be done. I was able to get a lot done today. Let me go around and show you what all we've got done. So we've got all of their desks set up, ready to go. I think these are really cute. I'm hoping that they last well. Each pack did come with a bunch of extra of the sticky bits. So like if it does pop off, you can replace that, which will be nice. I got my cubby bins all sorted out here. I got all of their supply bins organized nicely. They are all packaged the same way for the entire building, but there are just some things that I like to swap out. So I was able to do all of that, and those are all prepped. I also counted out 22 of each of my colored folders so that tomorrow I can just go down the line and slap labels on all of them. I got my new little small group caddy set up. This is from Walmart. There's like a big compartment that I have my whiteboards in along with my donut headband. I call this my Donut Disturb headband, and if I'm wearing it with my small group, that means my students can't interrupt me, unless an emergency, of course. And then we have erasers, whiteboard markers, and pencils. And then back here, I have a workstation set up for tomorrow's jobs. We are going to be I say we because that's when my sister's coming. We're gonna be finishing prepping the bracelet bags. We are gonna tape up these cubby numbers. I'm going to assemble all my birthday bags, and I might have my sister test out markers. Testing markers is typically a task I would give my students at the end of the year, but we ran out of time. It just did not get done, so I might have her do that. Then I did a couple of computery tasks as well. So, wow. What a day. We spent a little over 5 hours here. I am now officially not getting paid for any time that I spend in my classroom. We get paid for 7.5 hours of prep. It takes a lot more than 7.5 hours to set up, but that's okay. I will be coming back tomorrow. My sister and I will team up. We'll see how much we can get done. It would be lovely if tomorrow could be the last day. 3 days is wild. I don't know if it'll happen. We'll have to wait and see. But I feel good about where we're at. I have my Google Keep up. And as you can see, 21 completed items. I got all those things done today. I think you can go through and delete checked items. So I'm just gonna completely get those out of here. So that leaves me with a list for tomorrow. All these things at the top where it says make such and such, those are all things that I can do at home on my computer in front of the TV, and then I can just like print them out either at home or at school. So ignoring those make tasks that can be done at home, I feel like the list for tomorrow is pretty manageable, but we'll see once we get here tomorrow. I did want to say thank you so much for tuning in for day 2 of Classroom Setup, and I will see you next time for day 3. Bye.